Titles. Okay, so we're in Genesis chapter 20. I don't think the last thing because I'm like really behind with this Bible.
Chapter 20. Abraham deceives Abimelech. Abraham moved south to the Negev and lived for a while between Kadesh and Shur, and then he moved on to Gerar. While living there as a foreigner, Abraham introduced his wife Sarah by saying, "She is my sister." So King Abimelech of Gerar sent for Sarah and had her brought to him at his palace. But that night God came to Abimelech in a dream and told him, "You are a dead man, for that woman you have taken is already married." But Abimelech had not slept with her yet. So he said, "Lord, will you destroy an innocent nation? Didn't Abraham tell me she is my sister?" And she herself said, "Yes, he is my brother. I acted in complete innocence. My hands are clean." In the dream, God responded, "Yes, I know you are innocent. That's why I kept you from sinning against me and why I did not let you touch her. Now return the woman to her husband, and he will pray for you, for he is a prophet. Then you will live. But if you don't return her to him, you can be sure that you and all your people will die." Abimelech got up early the next morning and quickly called all his servants together. When he told them what had happened, his men were terrified. Then Abimelech called for Abraham. "What have you done to us?" he demanded. "What crime have I committed that deserves treatment like this, making me and my kingdom guilty of this great sin? No one should ever do what you have done. Whatever possessed you to do such a thing?" Abraham replied, "I thought, this is a godless place. They will want my wife and will kill me to get her. And she really is my sister, for we both have the same father, but different mothers. And I married her. When God called me to leave my father's home and to travel from place to place, I told her, 'Do me a favor. Wherever we go, tell the people that I am your brother.' Then Abimelech took some of his sheep and goats, cattle, and male and female servants, and he presented them to Abraham. He also returned his wife Sarah to him. Then Abimelech said, 'Look over my land and choose any place where you would like to live.' And he said to Sarah, 'Look, I am giving your brother 1,000 pieces of silver in the presence of all these witnesses. This is to compensate you for any wrong I may have done to you. This will settle any claim against me, and your reputation is cleared.' Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, his wife, and his female servants, so they could have children. For the Lord had caused all the women to be infertile because of what happened with Abraham's wife Sarah. Chapter 21. The birth of Isaac.
Not there yet. Genesis chapter 20, verse 2. Abraham used the same trick before to protect himself. Although Abraham once one of our heroes of faith in Hebrews, he did not learn his lesson well enough the first time. In fact, by giving into the temptation again, he risked turning a sinful act into a sinful pattern of lying whenever he suspected his life was in danger. No matter how much we have God, certain temptations are especially difficult for us to resist. These are the vulnerable spots in our spiritual armor as we struggle with these weaknesses. We can be encouraged to know that God's watching out for us just as he did for Abraham, seeking our own strategy without him only worsens matters. In Genesis chapter 20, verse 6, Abimelech had unknowingly taken a married woman to be his wife and was about to commit adultery. But God somehow prevented him from touching Sarah and held him back from sinning. What mercy on God's part. How many times have God done the same for us? holding us back from sin in ways we can't even detect. We have no way of knowing. We just know from the story that God works just as often in ways we can't see as in ways we can. Oh, that's weird. Or after I made a payment. So basically I can order some food. And I'm having difficulty understanding this. Yeah, I have to get in touch with them tomorrow because I don't have a way. Sorry for the distraction. So it says Genesis chapter 20 verse 6. Amalek had unknowingly taken a married woman to his wife and was about to commit adultery, but somehow God. Yeah, Genesis chapter 20 verse 11-13. Because Abraham mistakenly assumed that Amalek was a wicked man, he made a quick decision to tell a half-truth. Abraham thought it would be more effective to deceive Amalek than to trust God to work in the king's life. Don't assume that God will not work in a situation that has potential problems. You may not completely understand the situation, and God may intervene when you least suspect it. Wow, he was like, yeah, Genesis 20, verse 17, verse 18. Why did God punish Amalek when the king had no idea? Sarah was married. Even though Amalek's intentions were good, as long as Sarah was living in his harem, he was in danger of sinning. A person who eats a poisonous toadstool thinking it's a harmless mushroom no doubt has perfectly good intentions, but will still suffer. Sin is a poison that damages us and those around us, whatever our intentions. The punishment striking all the women of Amalek's household was inferiority, lasted only as long as Amalek was in danger of sleeping with Sarah. It was meant to get Amalek's attention, not to harm him. The punishment clearly showed that Abraham was in legal with Almighty God, and this incident may have made Amalek respect and fear Abraham. What do you say? respect Abraham, God. On Genesis chapter 21. No, not Genesis chapter 21. We're on Genesis chapter 20. Hold on, let me see this. I need to pay this off. It's a freaking credit card. So, I want to cancel that payment. I'm going to pay the whole thing. So, can I cancel it? To make changes to this payment, please cancel and reschedule. Okay. Now I'll be all my freaking money going off to a freaking bill again. It's ridiculous. It's alright. But I don't have anything. I need to buy some food. So, I read a lot.